What's good? What's good? It's the one and only, but what do I know? Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So I got some. It's a rumor. I'm gonna call this a rumor because nothing in this is official. But as you guys can see, man, I got Tank Davis in the news, man. Possibly, or it's possible or rumored that he's in negotiations to fight Chris Colbert. And as you guys can see right here, it says Gervonta. Breaking news: Gervonta and Chris Colbert are in negotiations for a December bout for the WBA regular belt. Bout is aimed to take place in Gervonta Davis' hometown of Baltimore, Maryland, as a homecoming fight. Gervonta is coming off of a huge win over Ryan Garcia. Now, I don't know where should I start. I'm gonna start with this right here. I was just actually talking to one of my close friends named Juan, and I was just telling him, like, bro, I've never seen. I don't like the way Floyd Mayweather is like trying to have Tank Davis follow the Money Mayweather blueprint and only fight foreigners or whatnot. We've never seen him in there with a competitive like a black fighter. A black fighter, you know what I'm saying? Like, just think about it for a second. Like, and this is for, before you guys say, "Oh, you're a Tank hater." No, Tank is my favorite fighter at 135. But again, unlike a lot of you guys, I'm not afraid to hold my favorite fighters to the same standards as I hold everybody else. Tank Davis never fought. I've never seen Tank in there with a black fighter, and there's so many that we wanted to see them see him in there with Tevin Farmer. At one point, we all wanted him to fight Tevin Farmer. I think he would have watched Tevin Farmer, Shakur Stevenson, and most importantly, Devin Haney. And this is the biggest issue that I have. Why is Tank Davis so infatuated with holding the regular WBA belt when you can fight one person and become undisputed and get all the belts? That's my biggest issue with Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like, for one, again, like, I don't like this whole thing that him and Floyd have, this on and off relationship or whatnot. I don't like the way Floyd Mayweather is carrying him, bro. He's not focused on Tank Davis' legacy, bro. And this is the problem. Because, I mean, again, in another black fighter, Gary Russell, I want to see him in there with Gary Russell, you know. But the problem is that Tank Davis, while they're looking for foreigners and Hispanics, people that would possibly have a big following, but it's still not even adding up. The only person that he actually fought that had a following that was just as big as him was Ryan Garcia, and I understood that. I'm not mad at that fight at all. That fight made perfect sense to me. I understood and I got that. But why not go for Devin Haney, bro? It was actually, and again, you know, it was a rumor that Tank Davis was possibly going to fight Isaac Cruz in a rematch again. And let me say this too. First and foremost, I want to take my hat off to Tank Davis for fighting 3 times this year. I've always stated, if you have a fight in January, there's no reason why you should not be able to fight 3 times in a year if you fought in January. You know what I'm saying? So I want to take my hat off to Tank because he actually is keeping himself busy, and salute to Tank Davis for that. I'm very proud of him. I love that because he's young. I love to see these fighters stay active or whatnot. You know, Demetrius Andrade was on that undercard and he still doesn't have a fight yet. You know, Jamal Charlo, we haven't seen him fight in 2 years, and it doesn't look like we're going to see him fight anytime soon. So I'm glad to see. I'm glad to see that Tank Davis is keeping himself active, but it's just like, man, bro. And again, he is fighting. Like, it's possible if this is true. This would probably be the first time we would see him in there with another black fighter, and that's cool. That's cool because, you know, Chris Colbert does have skills or whatnot, but ultimately, like, man, I just don't understand why are they not trying to put Tank in there with Devin Haney? I don't get it. I really don't get it. I mean, bro, I know for a fact that, you know, Mauricio Suleiman would not strip Tank or strip Devin Haney. I know there were talks about Mauricio Suleiman said either Tank moves up. Either Devin Haney moves up to 140 to fight Regis Prograis, or stays at 135 to fight Shakur Stevenson. But you would be plumb crazy to think that Mauricio Suleiman would strip Devin Haney if he was to fight Tank Davis, as big as that fight would be. Any fight with Tank Davis would be a big fight. you know Mauricio Suleiman would actually love for Tank to hold his belt, because Tank is probably the most famous star at 135. So like, I don't understand, for the life of me, I just don't understand why they are not trying to go at Devin Haney and get all the belts. And I think Tank would beat Devin Haney. I've always stated that Devin Haney is a great boxer, but he always makes mistakes in the later fights, because he always gets fatigued towards later rounds. Now, that could be because he's having a hard time making 135. I think that's quite evident. But the fight with Tank Davis would be at 135. So why is Tank not trying to fight Devin Haney? I'm not understanding the moves from this, all right? You know what I'm saying? But one of my issues is being answered with him actually fighting a black fighter, and that's cool. But I would like to see him fight a top black fighter. I don't consider Chris Colbert a top black fighter. I don't even care for Chris Colbert. Like, Chris Colbert is not all, like, you know, he has the record of 17-1 with 6 knockouts. I thought he lost against my dude Rayo. I think Rayo should have won that fight. I don't know how they gave that fight to Chris Colbert. Chris Colbert lost to Hector Garcia, a guy that Tank Davis already stopped. You know what I'm saying? I think the best name that Chris Colbert has beaten was the Naombiar, the Naombiar guy. That's probably the best name that he's beaten. He beat Miguel Beltran, but that's not a big. Yeah, I think I'm looking at his resume right now. I think Austin Dule. I know Austin Dule. Yeah, I remember him from the amateurs. He's from Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken. He used to come to Mid-South Golden Gloves all the time. I remember Austin. Anyways, you know, but these, I don't. It's no big name. The biggest name he beat was the Naombiar guy. And again, I mean, well, technically, I guess you could say Rayo, but I really felt like Rayo won that fight. Rayo should have won that fight or whatnot, and he already lost against Hector Garcia. So I mean, bro, I don't care to see, you know, Tank Davis fight, dude. Now, I mean, again, it's two things that I'm happy about with Tank. I'm happy that he's actually fighting a black fighter, and I'm happy that, but it's not a top tier black. But anyways. And I'm happy that he's keeping himself active. But man, it was so many more fights that I would rather see Tank Davis fight than to fight of Chris Colbert, man. Like, I don't even think, but Chris Colbert to me is not even. I don't think he has that hunger, bro. I remember seeing interviews with dudes saying like, once he turns 30, like, he's gonna stop boxing. He's not gonna ever look at a punching bag again, and all this type of stuff. And that to me, that said a lot to me, bro, because to me it just says like, bro, you know, you don't really have that hunger to be like a Hall of Famer, or you don't have that hunger to push through it, you know. And I mean, I ain't gonna say that, because he did push through that Rayo fight, the fight with Rayo. He showed heart, and he showed that he wanted to win that fight. I just thought that he lost. But I mean, it's a fight that I'm gonna watch. But what's gonna be sad is they're gonna try to throw this on pay-per-view. And that's gonna really piss me off, man. If you want to sell me a pay-per-view fight, go fight Devin Haney. All right, and this again, bro, like, before anybody tries to say I'm a Tank Davis hater, Tank Davis is my favorite fighter at 135. I'm gonna say that again. He's my favorite fighter at 135. But I'm not ashamed to call out the moves that I don't agree with any fighter that I love, because I don't agree with this move. And again, you're not gonna try to get $85 out of me to see Tank fight no damn Chris Colbert. I'm not finna pay for that, bro. I'm just not. I'm sorry. I'm not finna pay for that. You want me to come out of $85? Go fight Devin Haney, who has all the belts in your division. This is what you need to do. Fight the best. Maybe, who knows? I mean, maybe this is a step up. Maybe this is a tune-up for Tank to fight Devin Haney. Who knows? I would hope so. But then again, I don't know, because isn't Chris Colbert, is he a southpaw? No, he's not. I'm tripping. I think he's a switcher. I think he switches. I'm tripping, my bad. But anyways, I mean, maybe this is a tune-up. I don't know, but let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. What do you think about this possible matchup? Remember, this is just a rumor, but what do I know?